This is Daniel, a 16-year-old boy from Lagos who thought he found love with a girl from a rival school, until he discovered it was all a cruel bet. Betrayed and heartbroken, Daniel had two choices: sink into pain or fight back. But instead of revenge, he chose something powerful. He built a tech app to help bullied students like himself. What started as heartbreak became a movement. This is the story of how one boy turned betrayal into purpose and changed lives forever. Daniel Victor, a 16-year-old tech whiz at Bright Future College in Lagos, was known for two things: his infectious laugh and his obsession with coding. He lived in a small apartment with his mother, who worked double shifts as a nurse to support them. While many of his peers flexed designer shoes and flashy phones, Daniel was content with his outdated laptop and big dreams. He had plans to one day build something that mattered. But even dreamers fall. On a regular Tuesday morning, while buying a meat pie from the school canteen, Daniel's eyes met Felicia for the first time. She wore the red and white uniform of Excel Girls School, their school's age-old academic rival. She was with her friends, laughing like the sun had cracked open just for her. Daniel didn't believe in love at first sight until then. Felicia was everything Daniel wasn't: bold, outgoing, and unapologetically confident. She had a reputation for her fierce debates and beauty that made boys dumb around her. So when she walked over to Daniel during an inter-school quiz competition break and asked, "Are you always this serious looking or just focused?" Daniel fumbled his answer. From that day, they began texting. What started as casual banter soon turned into daily conversations. Midnight chats, stolen glances at inter-school events, and laughter that felt too real to be fake. Daniel felt like he was floating. His friends warned him, "Be careful, bro, girls like her don't go for guys like us unless they want something." But he didn't listen. He thought they were just jealous. Felicia made him feel seen. Weeks turned into months. Felicia and Daniel became inseparable, at least digitally. They couldn't meet often, but their chats were intense, deep talks about dreams, school pressure, and music. Felicia called Daniel her sweet nerd. He even skipped a weekend coding seminar just to wait by the gate of her school, pretending to pass by so they could accidentally meet. Daniel started seeing a softer side of life. He wrote poetry in his notebook. He began learning how to play guitar from YouTube, just so he could sing to her one day. Even his mom noticed the change. "You are smiling like someone who won lottery," she teased. He was falling hard and fast, and in his mind, she was falling too. It started with whispers, snide comments from students at Excel. Daniel noticed the shift when he came for another joint quiz event. A group of girls laughed when they saw him. One of them said loudly, "There goes the bet boy." His heart stopped. At first, he thought it was just gossip, but the doubt planted itself deep. It wasn't long before he got the confirmation. One of Felicia's classmates, Cynthia, accidentally sent him a screenshot. It was a group chat with the title, Bet Boy Chronicles. Felicia's name was there, laughing about how she almost caught feelings for the coding guy, but would still win the dare. The challenge? To date a nerd for 2 months and dump him publicly. Daniel felt like the air had been sucked out of the world. He didn't eat. He couldn't sleep. His fingers hovered over his keyboard, but the code that once calmed him now looked like gibberish. The next time they met at another event, he confronted her. Felicia didn't deny it. "It was just a stupid game. I didn't mean to hurt you," she mumbled, avoiding his eyes. Daniel stood frozen, heartbreaking in real time. He wanted to scream, cry, disappear. But all he did was walk away, silent, shattered, and humiliated in front of her friends who whispered and chuckled. Back home, Daniel shut the world out. His mom noticed his withdrawal and tried to reach him, but he brushed her off with fake smiles and one-word replies. In school, his grades dropped. Teachers who once praised his focus now shook their heads. Daniel felt like he had been coded into a virus he couldn't debug. He deactivated his social media, deleted all their texts, but nothing worked. At night, he lay awake, replaying her laughter, her words, the lie. I almost caught feelings for him. Almost. It was that word that kept him awake. He had given his heart to a game, and the player didn't even know the rules of love. One night, while cleaning his drawer out of frustration, Daniel found his old coding notebook. On the cover, he had written, "Build something that matters." He stared at it for a long time. What mattered now? Pain? Revenge? Then an idea struck. What if he could build something? Not to hurt Felicia, not to win hearts, but to help someone like himself. Someone who had felt small, betrayed, or bullied. He reopened his laptop. Fingers trembling, he began to type. He didn't know what the app would look like yet, but he knew what it would do. Make sure no one ever felt this powerless. Daniel's story is far from over. Part 2 is coming. And trust me, you don't want to miss what he builds next. Subscribe, like, and comment for more powerful stories like this one.